Alright, by now you should have at least had a basic understanding of what collecting like terms is. Okay, in this video, we are going to be focusing on like terms more in depth. Alright, and you want to focus more on this video because this will be coming out in your second quiz. Okay, with that said, let's start with the basics. Let's say I have x plus x plus x plus x plus another x. What do you think the answer is? So here, you have to be able to count how many x's are there. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So plus all of these together, this is 5x. Alright, what happens if I have 3x minus x? If you have 3 x's, you take away 1, you are left with 2. Alright, remember the black box example? So right now, what about 7x minus 5x? Treat it as a 7 minus 5. 7x, you have 7 of the black box, and then you take away 5, you are left with 2x. What about 7x minus 5? So here, 7x minus 5, you are just left with 7x minus 5. It is an expression. The reason why you cannot minus these two is because these two are separate terms. One is a variable, the other one is a constant. So they are separate terms. X is the black box, 5 is the number of chocolates. So here, you can't add them or minus them together. Okay? Now, what about x multiplied by x? If you remember, when a number multiplies by itself, it is actually a square, x squared. A lot of times people give me the answer of 2x. 2x is not the case. Many times people think that x plus x also equals to x squared. Remember, x plus x actually means 2x. There are 2 of x. Alright? Okay, so if that is clear, then what happens if you have 2 multiplied by x? Now this is where a lot of students actually get confused. They would think that this is x squared. That is not correct. This is actually 2 of x. If you remember what multiplication is, multiplication, let's say I have 2 multiplied by 5. What I'm saying is I want 5 2 times. So here, 5 plus 5. In this case, 2 times x is x plus x, which is 2x. You see, I have two x's. Now what if I want 5 multiplied by x? Again, 5 multiplied by x, I want 5 of x, which means I have 5x. It is not x to the power of 5. X to the power of 5 should be x multiplied by x 5 times. They are not the same. One is multiply, one is adding. The last one is x over x. X over x, or x divided by x. Any number, when you divide it by themselves, you actually cancel each other out, which is 1. What about x over 2? X over 2, it is just x over 2. Okay? It actually means x dividing 2. So x over 2 actually means x dividing 2. Any division, any division, whether it's 12, 2, or 5, put it as a fraction. The reason why, and it's the same for multiplication, the reason why is, remember how our terms separated. Terms are separated by plus and minus. So they are not separated by multiplying and dividing. That is why we want to write it in this format, 5x and x over 12, so that we can tell the terms apart. An example would be 2 times y plus 4 times y. You can see that this will be confusing. You do not know which one is which term. Instead, if you write it cleanly, 2y plus 4y, in this format, it looks a lot clearer, and so you can have 6y. You can add like terms. And there is a very good reason why we want to write it like this, because there are more complicated questions. For example, 10q minus 5q plus 17 minus 9. Here, you have multiple terms in one mathematical expression. So here, you have to look at 10q minus 5q. Then you have to look at the other term, which is 17 minus 9. What you get is 10q minus 5q, 5q, and then you are left with 17 minus 9, which is plus 8. Okay? 5q plus 8. Now you might be wondering, why would I put a plus symbol in the middle? Why not a minus symbol? All right? Because the terms are categorized together with their symbols. What do I mean by that? Let's look at another example, okay? Here we're gonna get to really complicated. Just now, so far, what we've been doing is we are only plussing, minusing, adding everything with one singular term. Now I want to do it with multiple terms. I have 12 plus 6h plus 8k minus 6 minus 3h minus 3k. Now this is a very complicated one, isn't it? Okay, so in this case, what I suggest doing is by separating the terms using shapes, right? So I'll use a square to separate my constants, the numbers only. I just want the numbers, right? So 12 is a singular number. There's no letters, there's no variables inside. H, we don't look at H first, we don't look at K. Now, see, 6 here is standalone. You don't want to just square up this 6. You want to square up the entire operation, including the minus, okay? Including the minus, all right? Check if there's any other constants. There are no other constants. So here, you would put these two together, and this is actually 12 minus 6. 12 minus 6, what do you get? You get 6. All right, and then we do the same for the other letters, but then we want to do a different shape. For here, I will underline plus 6h, okay? I take the entire symbol. There's a reason why I take the entire operation as well. And then I look for the other h, which is minus 3h. I take the entire thing, including the minus here. And this side, now, it is 6h positive minus 3h. Okay, 6h minus 3h, you get 3h. Now, which symbol do I put here? Positive or negative? Here, because I have 6h minus 3h, I have 3 left. That's why it is plus 3h. And then here, 8k, since the other terms have been separated, you can leave it blank. So here, 8k plus 8k, take the whole thing, minus 3k, you will get 8k minus 3k, which is 5k. Again, here, the symbol, please do not forget that this is a plus. One final example before this video gets way too long. Let's say I have 5 plus h minus 2k minus 3h plus 2 plus 5k. Okay, so here, again, let's do the same thing. Let's square up the numbers first, the constants. So here we have a regular 5 plus 2. Regular 5 plus 2, what do you get? 7. Should be very straightforward. Next one is your h plus h, and then here, where's my other h? Minus 3h. Now here, when you have h minus 3h, what do you get? You would be getting negative 2. Okay, so because you have negative 2, the symbol here now it is a minus 7 minus 2h. It is no longer a plus like the earlier example. It's the same thing for negative 2k and plus 5. You want to keep the negative symbol, negative 2k plus 5k. And after you get the result, you get a positive 3. Because the answer is positive, you plus 3k. That is all for this video. I hope this helps. Please do some more revision. I'll give more practices and more videos like this so that you can improve on and hopefully help in your quiz. All right, I'll see you.